So you know it's coming. The way this game ended last year, obviously it's a rivalry game. The way it ended, just on the court, but the way they celebrated afterwards. How much of that gets mentioned by the returning players and in that locker room?
Not at all. It doesn't get mentioned at all because one, they have a brand new team this year, so the players that did what they did last year, most of them aren't there. And then obviously we want to come in. This is still a game that we want to just focus on what we can control, and that's what we are working on in practice and the game plan, and we're just focusing on the game plan. We're not worried about the all the ruha, and we get as a rivalry, but we don't come in and handle our business. So.
If you were gonna sell tickets, because it sounds like it's gonna get close to sell out here, it's not a sellout.
Mhm.
What would you tell fans about a rivalry game and the fun about a rivalry game and just to get them here?
Yeah, I would say, there's a lot of history with both of these two teams together. Every time they match up, it's always going, sorry, bring the city together, and I just think there's just going to be a high level of competitiveness and energy on the floor with us, and I know with their team, with their coaching staff. So I would just expect just a high level of competition, man, and just so there's high energy, all of us flying around, playing hard for you fans. So yeah.
And then you personally, how fun is it to be in those games like that? Like when you got a rival on the court. It's almost like if you were just playing street ball and you were playing up against a dude who had a reputation and you guys are going at each other.
It's amazing. You live for those. It's college basketball. It's the most fun time of the year, just to play these type of games, these rivalry games. Kind of brings it back to high school and just the fun of it, just the joy of just playing against somebody who you really just want to beat and your rivals. So it's amazing. I can't wait for the game on Saturday.
You've your numbers have been fine scoring wise. It doesn't seem like you've quite had that game yet where like you really took over long moments, and maybe you're more of a steady throughout the game kind of player. But do you feel like so far this season you've quite got to where you thought you'd be?
Yeah. We're 3-0, so I'm happy about that. It's a team game, and my goal is to win games. The individual stuff that's going to take care of itself. With the work I put in the summer. So, this is exactly where I want to be, 3-0, sitting here right here.
What about as far as defensive on the defensive side of things goes? Have you feel like you've been doing good defensively so far?
How do you think I've been doing?
Well, you guys are 3-0, and if that's what matters, that's what matters. But I think the first two games, I think everybody kind of lacked defensively, and I think on Tuesday night, I thought you guys all did just fine.
For sure, I agree with you. I'll say the same thing.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it up then.
Sure.
Hey, Coach talked about social media being kind of a drug for younger people, and it can be kind of toxic too.
For sure.
I'm just curious, how do you approach social media? How do you do it?
Social media is a very prevalent thing in this generation and in our lives, and we can't ignore that. But for me personally, I just try to take out the pressure of it and just I have Instagram, I have all those Snapchat and stuff like that, but it can be overwhelming at some points, and sometimes I just step away, take off, lock my phone away somewhere. But it's just I do a lot of writing just to get off the phone and get off social medias. So I don't really take in much consideration with social media. Like it's not really that big of a deal.
Is it hard not to respond to some of that stuff you see on there?
I wouldn't say it's hard. I would just say it's always there, and with our phones, everything's so easy accessible with the internet, and so it's always there. I wouldn't say it's necessarily hard, but it's just trying to find a balance of too much of it and getting away from it, and how much you let it affect your mental. So
What do you write about?
man, it's just how I'm feeling. When I wake up in the morning, I like to start my day off with gratitude, just thankful that I'm here and alive, and being able to play the sport I love, being around great people, and so that's I just write about just things how I'm feeling throughout the day, and just affirmations and just my goals and all types of stuff. So just everything.
Time for one more with Jamal, then we got KJ.
With that front court like it is, like you and House, you all were carrying the load last year. How fun is that, man, to have like Josiah and Morris just doing their thing, because it looked good.
Yeah, man, they're great. They're great. They play hard. They're physical down there. They're big bodies, and they're gonna screen well. They're a great addition to our team, and I knew that from the jump that they were going to be doing this. this, and they'll continue to do this, and with the work that they put in, and and trust in their work, and they've been tremendous, and I just love them so much, and I'm thankful to have them on the team.
Thank you, Mash.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man.
Yep, thank you.
All right, KJ.